Dude, what?
What a game.
I mean, we just got down the studio, put on a mic. I got no idea. What do we?
Well, I mean, listen, we're watching that game saying, you know what? Hey, good for Malik Willis.
Yep.
Backup goes into the game and has a chance to do what you need your backup to do, help you win the football game.
And then?
And then, you know, after they kind of get back into him, some mistakes not Willis's fault, but the fumbled snap.
Yep.
Gives life to Chicago. And then, you know, we've talked about this, I think, a few times this year. A quarterback that is struggling, like the game's not going the way that he wants it to go. He's kind of playing uphill. And then he's got to make a couple plays at the end of the game, and he's able to do it. And so, obviously, the touchdown to Walker, the fourth down play, you said it, all-out pressure. Green Bay's trying to in and out it. They have two guys go for the underneath guy. That leaves them open. Then the hard play action versus like a quarters coverage look. Got Moore running to the post, and then it's a perfect throw. I mean, literally couldn't be handed to him any better than that. And so on a night that was windy, he's without his two top receivers against a very good defense. I think Caleb Williams and the resolve of that Bears team is pretty impressive.
Dusty Dvorak is with us. He'll be talking college football playoff, and he's been here the last 2 days, and we've been laughing about, you know, we take notes throughout these games. Mm-hmm. And I told him the story about during the NBA Finals, having to explain to Ty Halliburton that I had written all these notes down during the game about the Thunder, and then it was useless because he hit a buzzer beater.
Right.
We're prepared to talk about, man, Bears might be in trouble. Got to go to San Francisco. Got Detroit coming in. And that's what it felt like we were going to talk about because it felt like Malik Willis had done a wonderful job after the Love injury. You're going to win this game. And then the recovery of the onside after the remarkable touchdown. I mean, that came actually to tie the game. Just I can't even fathom what I just witnessed, but the Bears have done this over and over and over and over again. I don't know when they run out of lives, but it wasn't a day.
Well, they have 11 wins. So, I mean, the
amazing.
reality, like, so for, you know, we didn't give them their credit for winning 11 games in the NFL in a division that's got other good teams in the division. So, look, I think there's a lot to like about them. Their quarterback clearly can rise to the occasion in big moments. We've seen them run the football extremely well. And I think defensively, they've, you know, shown that they can stay in the fight with anybody.
Well, their ability to, we had Bill Barnwell over on a few weeks ago, and he pointed out they turn you over at an incredibly high rate, but beyond that, they're not great statistically. But so what? I mean, I'm happy to give up yards if I can rip the ball out inside the 5-yard line, but just this is a two-pronged thing because not only do they win this, but this sends Green Bay somewhat reeling. You've got Baltimore, who they're fighting for their lives. Right. Minnesota is out of it, but this is a game that if you win it, you feel like you're in charge of things, and now they find themselves on a very different playoff path.
Totally different playoff path because, yes, the challenge ahead of them, and oh, by the way, your quarterback left the game because of a concussion. That's not something he can tough through. He's got to go through the protocol and basically wait until he's cleared by going through the process. So who knows when you'll get him? Like, you know, I mean, they did play on a Saturday. That obviously helps in terms of playing the next week. But, yeah, because you could be starting Malik Willis playing for your playoff life, and he looked like he got a little dinged up in the game.
Surely, they took a shot there late, and he ended up landing on his shoulder after the game was tied, and then they fumbled that 4th and 1 snap in overtime. And I think there's some parallels to be drawn between this year's Chicago team and last year's Washington team, where they keep winning games in close games, so lucky, however you want to frame it. But at some point, you win enough games, like no one's taken 11 wins away from you, and you're talking about being a playoff team. How much belief is sown from the way they continue to win these games and put themselves in a place where they're going to have a chance to win more significant games?
I think especially something like this, because everyone in that locker room knows the magnitude of this game. They know that they were going to the Niners next week. They know that they were going to see Detroit week 18. They know that stuff. And so basically, to be out of it, you know, you're down 2 scores, you're well into the 4th quarter, and then to say, like, hey, you know what? Like, we're going to stay in the fight on this thing. Mm-hmm. You said it in the highlight. No one gets onside kicks. We're going to stay in the fight. Like, do you need, you know, the ball to bounce your way sometimes? Sure you do. But if you are trusting the people that are part of the process, the head coach, the quarterback, those guys, and then even other leadership that's on their team, you think of some of the guys on both sides of the ball. So, yeah, I think that it's a team. I think you can feel a little bit like Denver that way. There's a confidence about them because that's what the head coach is selling to them, and it's working.
The Green Bay game, by the way, next week against Baltimore, it's a Saturday game, meaning Love will not have an extra day in protocol to try to, as you say, you can't tough it out, right?
No.
Like not like there's a shot for that one.